Yo, yo, yo. It's your boy, Marky Marks Tarot. Oh my god. Alright, all set, ready to go. Hope you're all having a good weekend. I am. Absolutely doing nothing. Well, that's a lie. I have done some things, but nothing work wise, just like personal shit. So my shit's working. Got the notification. All's good. Alright, good. Everything's working, which is good. Trying to think of a grocery. This is what I need. Let me see, what else do I need? Hey, Chloe, how you doing, sweetheart? You good? Don't you hate when you like have to write a grocery list and you forget half the shit that you were thinking about? Hey, Maria, how you doing, sweetie? Can't even remember what the heck. Yeah, sure. You can ask. It's going good. I've had a good day. Nice and peaceful. My team just won, so I'm good. All's good. Hung out with my nephew for a bit. It's a beautiful day here. I'm just waiting for like another hour or so. Probably I might go for a walk with my dog and clean up around here a little bit more. I have a few things I need to clean up. I should wash some clothes too, but we'll see. I gotta do a few things. I'm just trying to think what the heck did I need. Hmm. I'm starting to remember now. That's good. You good? Good to hear. I was writing a grocery list. I went to the grocery store earlier today and then I forgot half the shit I needed to get. Then when I got home, I was like, you better write everything down because it didn't work you trying to remember it. No problem, Chloe. I got your donation, thanks. Okay. In the meantime, I think of what else I needed to buy at the grocery store. Here my nephew's coming home now on his bike. That's my nephew. He's been working all day about damn time. He said, what does my past fiance think of what I did this week for the anniversary of his passing? I'm sorry to hear that, Chloe. Sorry to hear that, your fiance passed away. My condolences to you. That's fucked up. All right, let's see if what we get. This guy had like did he have like dirty blonde hair? He has peace and he sends me sign. Okay, cool. Light brown, medium brown. Yeah, yeah, like a yeah. Like I see a guy and he looks like he has like some overalls on, like coveralls or whatever you call that shit. Like you know how like you drive like he has like a uniform on or something. Like some coveralls or some shit. Hmm, the fuck? I don't know. Anyway, I'm trying to like connect to see if I can get him, you know? See if I can see him. He did build things to and redo stuff. With his dad as a hobby like a farm, they had to go to work. Yeah. Yeah. He used to dress nice, but he got dirty and worked too. Yeah. I mean, I don't see him dirty, like, but like I feel like he's like dressed up to fix things. Like, like he's showing me like what he did and like he looked at first I want to say a mechanic, but I didn't really see him with working on cars. I just see him like with a bunch of tools in like a barn. And he had like a blue coverall overall things, like. Yeah, I think so, yeah. 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 Because spirit shows themselves in different ways, like, stuff like that. It's just how you like how I catch him, how he is right now, or how he wants to be looked at. He rebuilt an old barn with his dad. Okay, so that's probably why I'm getting this barn. He looks like he's in a barn and he's fixing something up in the barn. So that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense where I see him and where he is. Okay, maybe he's at this barn right now, like. Yeah, yeah, right. Well, I feel like he's with his dad or he's with like another person that he like I see like another man in the background. So if his dad's passed away, he might be with his dad, or if his dad's still there, he's probably hanging out with his dad in spirit. But I see like another man in the background at this barn, you know. And the barn is actually built pretty decent too. Like it's got like these logs and shit all over the place and stuff. And like I can see like the structure of it. And I can see like him and then it's another man that's kind of thick looking. Like he looks very strong. But Let me just see what he has to say. That's him. Is that there? Yeah. Well, I'm doing mediumship for you right now. You know this. I've been doing mediumship forever, but yeah, I see like a bigger guy. Yeah. So I'm trying to like get a, see if I can talk to him and see what he says. I mean, because I can pull cards and then, that I can get it like that. But I'd rather get it this way, to be honest, just to see like if I'm getting the right person. Yeah, I think he's made peace. I feel like he's made peace with his dad because I see a bigger guy next to him. So that could be him. Like he looks 6'5". Yeah. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I don't. I like to see like what they're saying and what they're doing, where they are. I can describe them so we can get the right person. But to answer your question, like he's saying that he's grateful because you were a good partner to him. He says you were a very good partner to him when he was with you. He considered you like, a woman of progress, a woman that had influence on him. And he says like, even though you guys might have not lived in a decent place, he probably wished that he could have had a better place for you guys, or he maybe you're in the same place you were with him in, and you probably feel like certain times like it's like you might feel like you need to move or you need to like have memories of him there, but he's like, don't worry about it, like he's cool with it. Something to do with where he lived, you know. Hey Virgo, how you doing? Yeah, he's saying you were a great girlfriend and a great person. Yeah. Ah, okay. That's probably what it is then, because he probably doesn't want you to feel like you did the wrong thing when you sold the house. Yeah. Maybe that's what it is, because now that you said that, like he lived with me and I had a nice house, but I had to sell it. Yeah. Right. He doesn't want you to feel like that was a bad thing for you. Like, he doesn't want you to feel like he feels like upset about that, because he's not. Like he knew you had to do it for a reason. But he's grateful that you did what you did for him during the anniversary. He says he appreciates you like doing that, and he appreciates like you know you overcoming that every year, doing something and thinking about it and stuff like that. Like he knew you had to do it to make a change and to it was worthwhile for you and stuff like that. Yeah, like he considers you like like the highest form of girlfriend. So he's very grateful to have you. Like he's saying that you were like very, very good to him, very good person. So he appreciates you like still, you know, doing things in memory of him and things like that, and stuff like that. Like don't think that you made a mistake, or don't think that when you make mistakes he's like uh upset at you or anything like that. That's not the case. Yeah. Yeah, but otherwise that like I feel like he's happy with what you did for him, and like, your anniversary and stuff. Like he said to me, oh, I think he's trying to tell me that you haven't been happy with anybody else since that day, since he hasn't been in your life. But he's saying that you guys were very successful together. Like you always look for a better, like, you know. Yeah. Yeah, everything I'm telling you is what he's telling me. Yeah. Yeah, he's saying like you haven't found anybody since. Yeah. That's so young to die, man. That's why I tell so many people like you have no idea, like just live your life because people die so young, and you just don't know, man. That you're gonna go. So, but he says you guys were good together, and he says that he doesn't have anything against you. Like he's fine with everything you're doing. He's not like mad at you or anything like that. He just wished that he was there for you, like in a physical presence. And if like he says, like if you need to make a change again wherever you live, like you can go ahead and do it. Like don't think that you can't do it. He'll be by your side, like making sure that you proceed wherever you need be. Yeah, yeah, right. Yeah, because he's saying to me, like if you have to move for your sake, then go do that if you're not happy. You know, like he's saying, like don't think you have to stay where you are in order to like go move forward. You can move, like you'll be fine if you do. Like if you're scared to move, don't be like. He says not to follow like the old ways, like keep going forward. Make a worthwhile change for you. Well, I'm glad you're good now. Yeah. Like he said, you had some difficult times, with where you live and things like that, and stuff like that. Like he doesn't want you to feel like you're gonna make a mistake. And if there's any differences that you have with people, especially those who are not honest with you, like it's time for you to like do what you have to do for yourself. Yeah. 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 I don't know if you like feel his presence more at night when you go to sleep, but like he says he sleeps next to you many times. Like he's next to you when you sleep. Put it that way, like 'cause I can see him like in a room and then he's like on a bed and then he showed me you and him, like him sleeping next to you. Like him being next to you when you sleep. Yeah. 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 I think that it's him that's protecting you. Now that I know the situation, because I've read for you a few times now, now I know what the situation is, like. So now, like, I feel like he's protecting you from people, making sure that you don't get involved with the wrong guy, because he knows your worth and your value. But he is with you though. He's definitely with you. Like I can see him like next to you, and I can see him like in the bed with you. Yeah. Yeah. Definitely. Yeah, definitely, Chloe. Yeah. Yep. You're welcome, sweetheart. No problem. Like there's also like a lady that's a bit shorter than him with like grayish type hair, but the hair goes like it parts in the middle and comes down to like right here. And this lady's older, but I would say she might be in her 60s or 70s, like, and she's like they're around him too, like they're in the same, like she appeared to me as well. Yeah. Your granny, yeah. Yeah. I see her as well. Yeah. She smiled and she has a great smile. So she's like happy that she's helping you. Yeah. It's your ancestors, you know? You can call them what you like, but yeah. Your ancestors are always around. Yeah. She seems like she's like all happy and stuff. So she smiled at me and waved and made herself known, like showed me her presence. Looks like she liked flowers or something a lot. I see her like showing me that she liked to pick flowers and walk into parks and walk into like green pastures and things like that. And I see her around a place where there's all these trees and stuff. And like she's going like this. And she's like, okay, cool. Wherever she is, it's a beautiful place. A lot of greenery, a lot of flowers, like little small little flowers, but they're like growing wild on the side and stuff, you know? Like she's in a place that's very green and has a lot of flowers and big ass pine trees everywhere. So wherever she is, it might be a place that she lived or was around, or like a place that she's at right now. Yeah, it's a beautiful place. Like it's a place where there's like wildflowers everywhere and things like that. Yeah, yeah. Nice lady. She's got great energy, like great like spiritual energy. These are good people. You should be very happy to have them in your life, Chloe. So. They just wanted to make sure that you knew that they were there. That's why they appeared to me. His dad is just in the background. He's not really saying anything, but like he's just there. Like he just, said hi, but he didn't say anything. It's not, he probably didn't want to say anything, but he's there in the background there. I can see him. Some people talk, some people don't. But yeah, those two, definitely, I would say. Yeah. Virgo, I got your donation. Thanks. He said about Silver Lake Financial Software. All right, cool. I'll check that for you. You're welcome, Chloe. No problem. I'm glad I can give you that message for them from them. So they're very grateful. And I tell people all the time, like when if spirit comes like willingly like that, that means they're proud of you. That means they're proud of you. They're taking care of you. They want you to know that they're there. Because when they're not gonna really say anything. Virgo, let me know if you're here so I can go ahead and check that for you. Question about the Silver Lake. Mm. As far as like the offer, like I don't know how soon you want this, but like in the next 30 days, it doesn't look like it's gonna happen. Yeah, I know, pure scams and shit. So annoying to be honest. I feel like you can eventually get this offer in some way, but I don't know. I'm not really getting like a really positive outcome on it. I'm getting like it might be a hit or more than a miss than it is a hit. Let me check something for you. Hold on a second. Let me find out. Hmm. I'm not really getting this place is like that legit. I'm not getting like a legitimate like decent place. And if they even if they are, which I doubt, I don't see them like being like a long term thing for you. Like I don't see it like being like a. I think you're gonna be waiting forever to get something from them. I wish I had better news, but I don't see nothing really good on this at all. Hmm. Like if you want to get a loan from this place, they'll loan you the money, but they'll loan you the money because like they can do it to you for you. But the problem is like it might be it might not benefit you like in the long run, or something will happen where like it's not gonna work out. You're not gonna be happy with when you get the loan because it's still something else that will happen that will burden the thing, like anything that you're gonna do. To be honest, I get like a lot of mixed stuff here. Like it's telling me that they don't want to give you a loan. Yeah, see, yeah. I mean, I don't know if you're asking me that or you're telling me that. If they don't want to give you a loan, I would say because they've had too many like people get loans and not pay it back and like be like a problem, or they need some, or they're checking your character to see, or your personnel or whatever. Yeah. No matter what, like I don't see this being good for you in any way. To be honest, it's kind of hard to tell because like I'm getting like it's like this place is it can be legit, but it can also be like, doing dumb shit at the same time and not really giving you what you want. It's like they're not really interested in dealing with you personally, or if they do and they do decide to, it's like, you know, okay. I can't remember what I said the last reading, but that was a while ago. I mean, if I got all good like vibes and cards off of this stuff, like, you know, well, if you just reached out to them yesterday, then they can't really have a time to really make it happen, but or like, you know, analyze too many things. But so like what is like the main thing that you want from these people? Like for them to give you a loan? Right. Right. I don't know, sweetheart. I'm not getting anything like 100% positive. I'm just getting like a up and down situation here where it's not giving me a concrete answer about anything. You know, it's weird. Right. Hmm. I'm gonna ask it in a different way. Yeah. See, I asked if they're gonna actually help you with this whole situation in the next few months, and it's not gonna really help you. You're not gonna benefit anything off of this in the next few months. But if it's like a long term plan, then maybe. But if this is like, you know, a couple months, then it's still not gonna get really resolved in a couple months. Oh, no wonder. Okay, let me ask that then, because I'm trying to get a time frame, and the time frame's not really like telling me anything good. No matter what I ask, I'm not getting anything good. So I asked by the end of the year, will you see some type of improvement and some type of like, you know, the debt like go away and like your payment plan being okay, and it's saying no. Then I ask next year, is it going to be even better? It tells me no again. So it might be more than that. It might take it like more of that. So like I'm not seeing where this place is gonna benefit you, but I don't know if that's the case or not. Like, like I could see that you're not gonna be happy with like the results after the end of this year. And then you're not gonna be happy with the results of it next year either, you know? But that's only it. See, but this is where you come into play. Because if you're paying your debts and you have other things to pay for, then how is it really going to benefit anything? If you're not like outright, making a shit ton of money and you're like paying everything off. If that's, you know what I mean, like, So maybe like it's gonna take that long to get the whole debt down and get it organized to where you're happy. But I don't see like you being content with what's with like everything, but only you know what that is. So like it all depends on how you are going to be. Cause anything can happen with your finances, right? So like, you know, so that's probably why. See, because if the monthly payment is half of what you pay now, then how is it really gonna like be benefit? I mean, you're paying it off, but it's still gonna take forever to pay it. So that's why, like at the end of the year, you're gonna be like, yeah, I'm paying it off, but like, fuck, I'm still got a long way to go here. Then next year, you'll be like, okay, I'm still paying on this shit, but it's still like, I put a dent in it, but that's about it. So that's probably why I see it. Let me just answer my nephew. I gotta take him. I gotta take him to go see a game in a few minutes. Yeah. All right. If I continue to pay what I'm paying on my credit cards, I would be paying for life. See, so that makes sense because if you're, either way, if you pay for it the way you are now, you'll be paying it forever. And if you pay for it the way you're going to do with the financial place, it's still gonna take forever. See what I'm saying? So the cards aren't really telling me that. I mean, you can if this is an easier way for you to pay, then I would say go for it. But if you personally are going to still feel like I have a forever debt to pay here, you see what I'm saying? Because if you're only paying half, then it's gonna take for a long time to get it paid. So that might be your feelings in the card of saying, you know what, fuck, man, this shit's taking forever, you. Like, how the hell am I gonna do this shit? But anyway, I'm paying on it, so eventually it'll get done. So like in the next, yeah. So that's probably why I don't see you very happy, like between the rest of this year and next year until like you actually pay it off. So at the end of the day, um, the cards are going based off feelings and thoughts and how the outcome is going to be. So yeah. But I would say if you need to do it that way, then do it that way. My mom's calling me. Give me a sec. I swear every time I come on here. I swear, man. It's always something. Anyway, yeah. I'm a multitasker, you know. I'm the guy. I can talk to my mom and dad and do stuff, you know. Anyway, so it's saying that a personal loan can be the way to go, but it's all about what you can afford and what you think is the right option for you. Um, it like you can find a better deal than what you've got, but I think what you've got is the good deal. But like yeah, right. But that's what I'm trying to tell you is like you because you said you got a 4 year plan, but you're planning on paying it in 2 years, but it's telling me you're not gonna pay it in 2 years. It's saying that you're gonna need that time. It's the time that's gonna be the issue. So anybody, I could go get a loan right now, and then something happens where I'm like, fuck, I can't even pay my loan because I got some other bullshit I gotta do. And then you gotta make sure. That's what I'm trying to tell you. The cards are saying that there's still gonna be an issue paying for this because you personally might feel like you're not getting anywhere. You know, like you might be like, fuck, I thought I can pay it. Like you might have high expectations for paying it in 2 years, but you might not. You see? Yeah. Yeah, see, you're saying here they offered me a low amount for only 4 years, which I can pay in 2 years. Yeah. So that's why I was saying to him, I was saying like you probably can't pay it in 2 years, but if you can, then great. But like I said, this doing this type of like doing loans and doing anything with finances, it depends on you at the end of the day. You see what I'm saying? That's why the cards are like telling me certain things because it's still up to you to make the payments. It's still up to you to deal with all of it, you know? Yeah. Yeah, I understand that. Yeah. But either way, it's still saying that, it's the right it is the right situation, but you personally might feel like, you want to get it done faster or how can you do other things? You might, you damn Virgos, you overthink about every damn thing. So like it's saying like you can do it, but it has to and you have like a set time frame to do it. So you have to, it can happen, but it might be you personally feeling like you want to get it done earlier, or if you want to do this, you want to do that. Right. So that's why, like, even though you're paying off things and you want to invest this and do that, you still have to make sure, like, that everything is going to work out in your favor for you, work right for you. That's all the cards are really saying is you can do this, but make sure you're doing the right thing and make sure, like, you feel like you can do it and then it'll work. But the only issue I see is the amount of time it's going to take. You might be like, fuck, I'm still doing this. So how come if I can do that, I'm going to do this. It's just like a contemplation. No, not really. It's not really saying no. It's just saying that it just really depends on like your mindset to pay the loan and to do whatever you want else with the money. It's difficult because I'm not like when I don't see a guarantee or like a shit ton of good cards and I see some good, some bad, like it's telling me that it's up to you. You got to make the final decisions. So it's saying, it's an option, but make sure you have the right plan, make sure it's the right thing you want, the right amount, make sure everything's like the way you want it to be, and make sure you ask the questions like, look, this is going to take this amount of time, this is going to be this amount of thing, what's my guarantees, what's my this, what's my that, like because you just said you did it yesterday. So that's why the cards are probably not going to tell me a full outright outcome because it just got dealt with yesterday. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. It's up to you to make the final decision. Yeah. And it's the amount of time. Chloe, you said you sent me an email. Okay, cool. But I would say if it's really what you want to do, then go for it. Just make sure, like, before you sign off on anything, that you know everything that you have to do and what it's going to encounter and all that type of stuff, which I'm sure you're already done. But it's just saying, like, you got to make the decision. You got to figure out whether or not that's going to be right for you. Yeah, that's definitely the person right there with the same type of haircut, Chloe. Yeah, I look just like that too. Yeah, that's crazy. And see, in the other picture, he was wearing a blue shirt. Yeah. So maybe that's the picture because you have that picture, I thought it was overalls because I can just see the top. So I was assuming it was like the top. You did a good job there too, because I do that type of work too, here and there. Yeah, maybe that's because you have that picture with him with the blue shirt. That's probably what I saw, him with the blue shirt. That's cool. Yeah. I'm getting a straight up yes for that, Virgo. Yeah, I'm getting a yes. You can dissolve that. You can deal with it. Just make sure your outlook on it is the certain and the right thing you really want from it. You know. So you said one more thing. Should I dissolve my LLC? It's saying like yeah, you can, and if you do, you'll be fine. Yeah, and that it tells me also that if you're patient and you can bring all of this together, and I got good cards for that. That's no problem. Whatever that is, so it's saying yes. That can be definitely good. Yeah. All right, guys, I gotta go. My nephew is waiting for me. I have to go take him to this basketball game. So I gotta go, but I'll be back later. Yes, yes to dissolving it. Yeah, a definite yes. Yeah, I got yes for sure. Bye, Chloe. Take care, sweetheart. Thanks for sending me that. I'm glad that I saw the right person. So that's great. Yeah. Yep. No problem, Virgo. Good seeing you, sweetheart. I wish you the best, and just make sure you make the right decisions. You will. You'll be fine. I don't see nothing drastic or crazy. Yeah, me too. We got to catch up again sometime. But I'll be back on tonight because I just have to go take my nephew and then I'm coming back and then I'll probably come back on for a little while. But I'll be back though. All right. I'll see you guys in a bit.